What's up, people of the interwebs? My name is Chris, and today I'm going to do a video review of the Elgato Video Capture device. I just want to do a shout out for this product because I think it's really awesome. It's a lot of fun, and it's so easy to use. I've just been transferring all my old VHS tapes and VHS-C to digital format to share with friends and family, and this allows me to do it so easily. I don't have to have any expensive hardware. For instance, I used to do a lot of video editing, and I always had to buy expensive capture cards, install them in the computer, install the software, and then use programs like Adobe Premiere or something else to capture the video footage. And all of that stuff can get really, really expensive very quickly. But the nice thing with this is it's literally plug and play. I bought it for $75 on Amazon. I'm going to leave the link in the description below so that you guys can check it out. I am going to put an affiliate link down there just because I am doing this review in hopes that I can recommend this product. And you know, I really, really highly recommend that people check this out because for people that don't want to spend a lot of money, it's only $75. Actually, when I purchased it, which was like a couple months ago, but at the time of this video is June 19th, 2019 today, and I did notice that the price had gone up $10, so it was $85. But again, you can download all kinds of apps on either Chrome or Firefox, and they will actually tell you what the price changes on Amazon are. One of the ones that I use is called Honey, and when you log in, it'll actually tell you what price changes are happening in real time on Amazon so that you can kind of look at the historic price change and then make a decision on when to buy. But again, for $75, this thing does a great job in transferring the old tapes to digital. The cool thing about it is that it literally converts the video signal to USB, so you can just use an empty USB slot on the computer. It's USB 2, so it very quickly, you plug this in, you install the software. It comes with free software, and it's really lightweight. It only takes maybe a minute to install, and you're up and running. So what you do is you just take a lot of the old camcorders, or if you have an old camcorder or VCR, you've probably seen these before, or you can go to, you know, literally any electronics store and buy one of these. You can go to Best Buy and get them for a few bucks. But you just get yourself a analog video cable, and it's got usually the yellow for the video and the red and the white for the audio. And you just basically plug these in just like this. You just match up the colors, real basic. You just match up all these colors. So you know, you just plug it right in. And it also has an S-video cable, which I don't really ever use that, but you could use that as well. Some of the older camcorders have that as well. But once that's plugged in, then you just plug the other end into your computer or to your laptop, and the software does all of the work for you. It will show you the screen. And as a matter of fact, I would love to show you the software. So let's go ahead and jump into my computer so you can actually see how easy it is to capture video. All right, so here we are in my computer. I want to show you the Elgato software. So once you get your capture device right from Amazon, you're just going to go to elgato.com and then whatever country code, mine is English, and I'm going to go to capture, and you can see the list of different capture devices they have, and here's the one that we just were looking at. So we just click on that, and here is their video capture, and we're just going to scroll down here, and on the right hand side it says download and support. We're going to click that link. So depending on if you're on a Windows or on a Mac, I am on a Windows computer, so we're just going to click on download Elgato Video Capture software for Windows. And you'll go ahead and download that. I've already gone ahead and downloaded it, so I don't need to do it again, but you would just save it. And then once it's saved, you would go to that location, if it's in your downloads folder, and just go ahead and start running it. And then once that's finished, we'll go ahead and pull up the software. So this is what it looks like when it first starts up. It says Elgato Video Capture. And you're going to put in a movie title. So here you can name it whatever you like. So I'm just going to call this Piano because we're going to, I have an old piano video of a piano recital that I did. So I'm just going to put that in. And this is kind of the cool part, is that you can set it for a custom length of time or a preset length of time. So let's say you have an old VHS tape that's like an hour and a half or 2 hours long. You can go ahead and set that here and then walk away while it's recording so you don't have to sit and babysit the whole process. And that's nice, especially for the long videos. The other thing you can do is there is a preference window, so you can click on preferences. You can change where you want the default videos to save to. You can also choose high resolution. I have a i5 core on my system, so it's pretty decent. I can record the high resolution. If you can't use this feature, all that's going to happen is your video is going to just look a little more pixelated. It's not going to be as high resolution. I have a slower old 2011 Mac. I was not able to use this feature. It's a 24-inch iMac, and it has a much slower core, so I think it's only like a dual core, but it still recorded the video. It just wasn't as high quality. And then you can change your other settings in here. You can adjust the video recording for brightness, contrast, saturation, and hue. If you want to bump the colors, change the lighting a little bit. You know, I noticed that in some older videos, you know, the lighting might have been poor, and since the VHS is not very high quality, you can always change that. But and then you can also adjust the volume up or down a little bit depending on the video. For now, I'm just going to leave this all on the standard settings, and we'll go back to general, and I'm going to hit cancel because I didn't change anything, and then we'll go ahead and hit continue. So here is where we're going to then turn on our video and look for the signal. So I'm actually turning on my camcorder now. I'm putting it in video mode, and I'm going to go ahead and play the video. And basically this is just a piano recital that I had going on when I was in college. So nice little thing to have as a memory. You can choose the, I'm going to turn the volume down so you can hear me. The video input right now, we have RCA because I'm just using the video connection. I'm not using the S-video, and it's also a standard format aspect ratio of 4:3. It's not widescreen. If you wanted to widescreen it, if you do have widescreen video, you can certainly change it. But for this one, I'm just going to leave it on RCA and hit continue. And then in this case, with the audio, this camcorder that I have, it's an old Sony GR-AX94 is the model number, and it takes VHS-C. It only has one audio output, which happens to be connected to my red output right now. So I'm just going to use that channel for my audio output. So you can see that it's picking up the audio right here on that channel. On the other channel, it is not. So this is going to be just a single channel audio, which is fine. And I'm going to hit continue. And this is all ready to go. So it's going to record for the length of time that I set. If I want to go ahead and mute the sound at this point, I can. If I'm going to walk away and I don't want it as background noise, I can mute the sound. Otherwise, I can let it play if you want it just to play. For now, I'm going to hit mute sound because you won't be able to hear me talk. Once at this point, when you're pretty much ready to go, you just hit start recording, and it's going to start digitizing this video. You can see the number of seconds that it's recording down here at the bottom and the amount of megabytes that it's taking up. Again, this only records at 640 by 480 max resolution, so that is not very high. You're not going to get like a 720p or a 1080p video out of this unless you take it into another video editing software and scale it up. But again, you know, for VHS, considering how low quality VHS and VHS-C and High 8 and some of those older formats are, the resolution you're going to get is only 640 by 480, which is the output for the Elgato Video Capture device. So at this point, I recorded about 50 seconds. I'm going to hit stop. And what that's going to do is it's going to take a moment to render out the video. And let's say, for instance, I captured like a little too much footage, like maybe I didn't want to record all the way to the end, or I wanted to cut off a little bit at the beginning. You can adjust that as well, especially if you walk away and the video records longer than what's actual footage on the video. Then you don't have to worry about that. You can actually just adjust it here however you like and either chop it or extend it. And once that's finished, you can hit play to check the video just to make sure that you actually are capturing the footage that you want to capture. And once you're done, all you do is hit continue. And at that point, all it's going to do is process that video that you made. And the great thing about this is you don't have to take up a lot of space on your hard drive. It is saving the video right now to the default folder that we saved it to, which is this video folder. However, you can click on YouTube and you can quickly upload it to YouTube. You will have to put in your Google credentials, your email address, and your password, but it will link you to an account for YouTube. If you haven't set up a YouTube account, you will need to do that prior. And then you can choose, just like when you upload a video to YouTube, you can choose the category, you can write the description, and you can choose whether you want the video to be private. If you don't have video editing software, you can certainly use the Windows Movie Maker, and you can also watch the video in the media player that's for Windows. And depending on what version of Windows you have, if you have Windows 8, 9, or 10, you're going to get slightly different options, because I think that the Windows Movie Maker was actually discontinued a few versions ago, but they have like a light version of it that you could still do video editing with, which is fine. And you can add it to a playlist, which is kind of cool because it will add it into your Windows Media Library if you do want to keep the videos on your hard drive. The thing is when you're done with the videos, it does make a MP4 format. So as soon as that's done, you can go ahead and click on that link, and it's going to open up the folder that video resides in, and then it will start to play. In this case, I have VLC video player on my computer, so it opened up in that program. That's an option too. I personally like VLC. It has a lot of other options more than Windows Media Player. But there's the video. You can see I was playing this video full screen, and it looked pretty good, considering this is a VHS tape that didn't record very well. But it's pretty good quality, and that's it. So as you saw in the video that I just made of the software, it's really basic. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just a matter of setting the time that you want to record, and you can walk away, and then when it's done recording, you can adjust the time and either cut the video if you record it too much, or you can scale the beginning of the video and the end time of the video so that you can capture those segments that you want. But again, all I'm going to reiterate is that, again, this is super easy to use. They've got over 3,000 reviews on Amazon, mostly all positive, so I know it's a good product. I know a ton of people have bought this and had success with it. The video resolution being 640 by 480, it's not super high res. You're not going to scale this up into a movie theater size, but it's great for sharing with family and friends, digitizing your home movies before they get destroyed. A lot of times VHS tapes, like either with heat, different temperature changes, or maybe they get stuck in a VCR or an old camcorder. You really never know. So it's always a good idea when you can to use something like this. And I think for the price, for it being $75 or $85, whatever it is at the time that you purchase it, it's well worth the price. And again, it's super simple to use, and I hope you have a ton of fun with it like I did. Thanks so much for watching this review. We'll see you in the next one.